Iraqi Dinar Revaluation. Quiet moves by Bank of America signal big changes in 2025. Welcome to Iraqi Dinar RV, your trusted source for real updates, real analysis, and real insights about the Iraqi dinar and global currency revaluation. Today, we explore a major development that may signal one of the most significant shifts in the global currency landscape, one that dinar holders have been waiting for. Something is happening behind the scenes. 2025 has brought fresh momentum and new whispers that have grown louder within the Iraqi dinar community. Among the strongest and most compelling signals is the internal activity reportedly occurring within Bank of America, one of the largest and most influential financial institutions in the world. Sources close to private clients, wealth managers, and insider banking professionals are suggesting that Bank of America has started quietly updating its systems to support IQD, the Iraqi dinar. These updates are not for show. They're deep back-end changes involving currency codes, software systems, and possibly even staff training protocols. While there's no official public announcement, yet the indicators are increasingly difficult to ignore. It's clear something is brewing, and if you hold Iraqi dinar, now is the time to be paying very close attention. The revaluation that keeps the world guessing, the idea of an Iraqi dinar revaluation, RV, is not new. It has circulated for years, fueled by Iraq's massive oil wealth, its strategic geopolitical importance, and the global community's interest in stabilizing and integrating Iraq's economy. The concept is simple. Revalue the Iraqi dinar to better reflect the country's economic potential and bring its currency in line with international markets. Supporters argue that Iraq's financial infrastructure has matured enough, and its economic partnerships have expanded to a point where revaluation is not only possible, but perhaps inevitable. But the key question has always been when? That's where the recent signals from financial giants like Bank of America enter the picture. Internal banking activity, more than just rumors. When a major bank updates its foreign exchange, FX systems, it's not a casual move. It takes compliance, legal approvals, internal memos, IT deployment, and security clearance. These steps cost money, take time, and require justification. Banks don't make these changes unless there's a solid reason and a high level of confidence. Reports indicate that the IQD currency codes, previously inactive or unavailable in many banking systems, are now appearing in Bank of America's back-end platforms. Where before a teller or private banker might have seen currency not supported, when searching IQD, now the code IQD returns a valid record. While that doesn't mean public exchanges are live just yet, it means systems are being prepared. Infrastructure is being turned on, and financial institutions don't run test scenarios without expecting to act on them. Private client conversations. The tone has changed. One of the most telling signs comes not from public announcements but from private conversations. Several clients with connections to wealth managers or private banking arms of large U.S. banks have reported an interesting change in tone over the past several months. Where previously the dinar was treated with skepticism, if not outright dismissal, now it's being acknowledged, cautiously, quietly, but clearly. Some private banking representatives have reportedly advised clients to keep their IQD purchase documentation in order, ensure their holdings are verified, and even suggested that they stay ready for updates should an opportunity arise to exchange under private agreements or appointments. These are not retail bank tellers speaking. These are private wealth advisors and regional executives. That kind of dialogue does not happen unless something tangible is occurring behind the scenes. Why Bank of America's actions matter. Bank of America is not just any bank. It is a global financial powerhouse with access to worldwide markets, elite client bases, and one of the most rigorous compliance structures in the industry. If Bank of America is preparing its systems to recognize the Iraqi dinar, and more importantly, training internal teams on how to handle it, that is a major signal of preparation. Banks like BOA don't engage in speculative moves for uncertain outcomes. Their legal teams, FX strategists, and international economists all must align before a decision of this scale is greenlit. To be clear, no public memo has confirmed a date. No official policy change has been announced. But the very act of back-end preparation is often the first step in the public rollout of any currency shift. What does this mean for IQD holders? If you hold Iraqi dinar or are considering it, here's what this recent activity could mean for you. 1. Time to get organized. Make sure your IQD holdings are stored securely, with proper documentation and receipts from licensed currency dealers. Authenticity matters, especially if private exchange appointments become available. To connect with your bank, you don't need to ask for confirmation. Just make informed professional inquiries. For example, does this branch currently handle foreign currency exchanges involving IQD? If a currency update were to take place, how would customers be notified? These questions position you as informed, not speculative. 3. Update your contact information. Make sure your email, phone number, and online banking settings are current. Enable alerts from your bank, especially from the foreign exchange or international banking departments. 4. Stay calm, stay ready. This is not a time to panic or chase hype. If the process is real, and signs increasingly point that way, it will likely roll out in phases. Early access may be offered to customers with documented holdings or existing relationships, but eventually it will expand. Patience and preparation are your best tools. Don't rely on the news to be first. If you're waiting for CNN or CNBC to break the story, you may be days behind. Why? Because major financial shifts, especially those involving currency realignments, often begin in private, with updates first visible only to banks and wealth clients. By the time the media catches up, those who have been quietly watching and quietly preparing are already in motion. That's why channels like Iraqi Dinar RV exist, to help you stay one step ahead with real research-based information, not hype or conspiracy. Why doubters are starting to pay attention. We get it. Many people are skeptical. This journey has been long and exhausting. Plenty of false starts and dead ends. But here's the difference now. Banks don't waste time on fake preparation. Currency codes are being reactivated. Client managers are no longer ignoring IQD. International policy shifts in Iraq are aligning with global financial standards. These are real-world signals, not just speculation. Iraq's economic foundation is strengthening in the background of all this. Iraq has made significant strides, rebuilding its oil trade agreements, expanding international partnerships, strengthening monetary policy under the Central Bank of Iraq, aligning with IMF and World Bank standards, stabilizing its dinar against global currencies. This is not the Iraq of 2005. This is a modernizing economy with powerful resources and global attention. Final preparation tips. If you've held onto your dinar for years or just recently joined this journey, here are your action steps. 1. Don't sell out of frustration. You're closer than ever to clarity. 2. Document everything. Proof of purchase, exchange receipts, storage location all matter. 3. Establish a relationship with an FX banker. If you don't have one, start networking. 4. Watch for private communication. Redemption centers or high net worth appointment options may appear before anything goes public. Conclusion. Stay grounded, stay informed. The signals are growing stronger. Something is happening behind closed doors. And when Bank of America makes internal system changes involving foreign currency codes, particularly IQD, that's not a coincidence. That's positioning. At Iraqi Dinar RV, we'll keep watching, keep researching, and keep sharing updates with you as they come. We don't do hype. We do facts. If you found this valuable, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and stay tuned for our next update. Because if a shift is coming, you won't want to be the last to know. Subscribe to Iraqi Dinar RV, where real holders get real news. Newspaper, stay smart, stay prepared, and above all, stay ready. Disclaimer. This article is intended for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial, legal, or tax advice. The foreign exchange market is inherently risky and prone to misinformation. Consult with qualified professionals before making any investment decision. Iraqi Dinar RV is not liable for any losses or damages resulting from the use or reliance on this content.